Welcome back. My name's Jessica and I'm from Jessica's Craft Time. So today's Whip and Chat, I thought I'd start off with a project I finished. Um, you can probably kind of see it in the camera what it is. This was the mystery painting that I got for the price. I don't think it's worth it. The pen that came with it was quite good and I left that inside. Whoops. But yeah, it was nice working on a mystery because you can't see what the picture is. You just have your codes. I did find it a little hard. It had quite dark, I don't know if you can see it, there's quite dark training circles, black, where you're meant to put your drills. Let me see if I can scroll in, you can see, around here where I haven't quite placed them perfectly. I suppose that comes with a little bit of my placing. It's not 100%, but I don't particularly like the little round circles, but that's what it is. So yeah, it's a picture. At a distance you can tell what it is, but close up, I wasn't overly wrapped with it. I would have preferred something a little bit bigger. This one works out to be 19.5 by just shy of 25, so it's not very big, but the pen that came with it I quite enjoyed. So yeah, that was the mystery painting. Today we're going to be working on this one here, which is called Scary Mandela. This was a free birthday gift I got from Shoalhaven Diamond Dots, which they've now renamed to Shoalhaven. Hang on, let me just have a look. I think it's Shoalhaven Sparklies. Shoalhaven Sparklies Diamond. Shoalhaven Diamond Dot Sparklies. This is who they are. So they used to be, yeah, different name, but this was a free one that I got. It's round. Now, I don't particularly like the clear covers, so I use this release paper. So I'm just going to put it roughly. I find it a little bit difficult with the clear. I want to sort of do it in about half. I find it difficult with the clear. My eyes tend to trail away from it. So I quite like to use the release paper. Mind you, I should have wiped these off. There a bit of dirt on them. And then I like to work in just one section at a time. So we're going to work down the bottom here. It's got 15 colours. So I've just got my little container. I got these from Shoalhaven as well. They do have, you can get them on AliExpress and all sorts of ones. With this one, I wanted to box it all up. Number 9 and 15 didn't quite fit in. I probably could have squished them in, but I've just got a couple of extra there. Looks clear, so I'm looking forward to working on it. What have I got here? Let me just get all my bits and pieces in. I've got my Diamond Art Club pen. And actually we might put some washi tape around it. So I've just got some washi tape here. There is a little bit of extra glue on the edges. I'm shocker at picking up dust and dirt and bits and pieces. Oh, that washi tape didn't work very well, it ripped. So I do like to go around my edges and just put the washi tape down so I don't get glue everywhere. And I should have done that before I put the release papers on. Getting ahead of myself. So I hope everyone's doing well. Gonna have to think back what we've done the last week. Just tear off that edge. I'll go slow with this one so it doesn't rip this time. So yeah, this is quite a small one. I think it'd be about 25 by 25. I'm a little bit about having it symmetrical, so even if there's not much glue on one side, I tend to put the washi tape the whole way around. There's only a little bit here. Come on, come off. Hang on. Let me just pull that bit off. This washi tape is not great. It keeps ripping. I don't know where I got this one from. Need to go slow. Now I've lost the end. Yes, I hope everyone's well. Now, a little bit of news. I've been thinking about doing a giveaway when we hit 50 subscribers. So I've been toying. I've got an idea of what I'm going to give away, but I've been toying with the different ideas on how to do it. So I'd love your input if you have some on what way you think I should do it. I'm thinking either to go over to the Facebook page, which I do have my own Facebook page. It's in the description box below. If you'd like to join, there's a couple of questions you need to answer. Simply, are you going to be nice? You need to be nice and kind. So that's in the description box below. I don't want bullying and all that kind of stuff. It's just a place for you to share what's going on, and you can get updates on what I'm posting about and what I'm doing. So I'm thinking to get people to jump over there and either comment on a post. You'll need to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel to win, or filling out a Google Doc. So I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do, but there will be a giveaway coming. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. Excuse me. I had this really shocking tickle in my throat. All right, let's get started on this one. So I'm going to start off in this corner just so that I can work my way across. As I work across, some more drills will fill up on this side, which means I'm less likely to stick my hand in it. Hey, what did I... Well, that's no good. Okay, bear with me for a second. Sorry. Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I thought they were all numbered, but so 1 to 8 is 1 to 8, and then we've got A, C. Okay, I need to put some letters on these. I didn't look further down. I just numbered them. Where's all my extra labels? There they are. All right, let's put some letters on these so I don't confuse myself what's what. So 9 is A. That wasn't a very good A. I thought I'd kit it up, hadn't quite got there. 10 is C. 11 is D. 12 is E. 13 is F. Thought I kit it up, but I hadn't. H. Now these don't have DMC numbers. They didn't have DMC numbers on the bag. So once we get to the end, I won't be keeping these drills. Oh no, I've pulled my washi tape right off. Not doing a good start today. Yeah, I won't be keeping these drills. These will just go in. I have a bag. What do we want? J15. Let's use up all these extra 15s here. I have a bag full of drills that don't have a home. So they don't have a DMC colour, or I find that their DMC colour is not a true DMC colour. When I go and bag them away, they're really not the colour they're meant to be, which some companies do that. I found mainly the cheaper AliExpress ones. They're just really far off the colour it's meant to be. So if there's any of my subscribers out there that do like to use the extra drills for projects, I know a lot of people like to make other projects with them. If you're out there, let me know. If you're in Australia, I'm happy to ship them to you. If you're international, I would ask that you pay postage. But if you want them, I have a bag full, and all of these will be going into them once I finish, because I just don't keep them if they're not DMC. So if anyone wants that, let me know in the comments below, and we can organise getting them shipped out to you. I don't want to throw them out because there is people out there is really bad English. There are people out there that use all those extra drills for other projects, and it seems a little bit of a waste. So my bag's getting a little bit full. So yeah, if anyone wants them, just comment below and I'll look at getting them out to you. I don't want to waste things. If we can use them, why not? Now, I don't know what my wax is like in this pen. Might need new wax. That was so far off, that's not funny. So what have I been up to the last week? So since last week, I might just single place this one. My multi-placing skills are not going to work today. I'm a little bit all over the shop. I've had a busy morning. So what have we done this week? Went for a couple of trips down to the river after preschool each week. Took my son down. One day we went, and hubby and I hadn't eaten that afternoon, so he went up the shops to pick up some food for dinner and grabbed some loaded fries, and we went down to the river and just ate them after preschool as a snack before dinner. And it was a nice day, but the wind was blowing and it was Arctic cold. It was so cold, so we went for a little bit of a walk after we finished eating, but not very far. I had enough and was getting cold, so we came home. The weekend was meant to be crazy weather here, and it did snow at very low lying areas of Sydney, New South Wales, should I say, but we didn't get as much of the bad weather here. The wind was a little bit windy, but nothing over the top. We sort of thought it was going to be a really crummy weekend, so we didn't plan anything. We didn't really go anywhere. We just kind of stayed at home, watched some TV and did things around home. But I've been saying how Mark has been learning to ride on his bike without his training wheels. So he gets spoilt rotten by his grandparents. And they showed up on Sunday with a brand new bike for him, which is quite big. He's not quite used to it. It's quite a bit heavier than the one he's got at the moment, but he loves it. He's got the training wheels back on because they brought it with training wheels. And we thought we'll give him a couple of shots riding it. So we went out, was it Sunday? Sunday he did just a little bit of a ride round home, and then Monday I sent him and hubby out because the house needed a bit of a clean. I'm like, you guys can stay here. We can all go together and go for a bike ride and then come back and clean the house. Or, I've gone off camera, sorry. Or if you want, you can take Mark out and I will stay home and clean the house and you guys can go for a ride. So they went for a ride. It all went well. Hubby reckons he needs a few more goes with the training wheels just to get used to how big the bike is, and then we'll take the training wheels off. So that was good. I cleaned the house, got quite productive. That was Monday afternoon. Cleaned the house, which was really good. I rearranged some of his toys and books and games, managed to get all the Lego and Duplo into the cupboard, which had just been in tubs laying around. I don't know, for me, when I walk into a clean house, it relaxes me. It's very hard to do when you've got a 4-year-old who is like a tornado. So it's not often. And I think it was clean for about 10 minutes after he got home, and then all the toys came down again. And what he does, he has what would be the dining room, all sort of open plan, but the space that would be the dining room is his play area. So he pulls all his toys down and he plays there. And then, because he can't be bothered picking them up, he starts dragging all the toys into the lounge room to play with, because there's no space on the floor in his play area. So anyway, that was all right. And then Tuesday was a bigger day for us. We had his grandmother come up. She lives about 45 minutes away from us. And we went to the zoo. And the zoo is really, really nice to visit during COVID time. So it's the second time we've done the zoo trip recently. And what's great about it, the trip into the zoo wasn't too great, because on the way in, the tunnel that we'd normally take to go from the south of Sydney to the north of Sydney, there was a car fire. So everyone that would use the tunnel had to then merge onto the harbour bridge and all go over the harbour bridge. Now, Mark absolutely loves the harbour bridge. He's obsessed with it. So he was very excited to go across the harbour bridge. But because of the fire and all the traffic, it took us a lot longer to get in there. But the zoo is, great during COVID time, because they have to put a limit on how many people are allowed to visit the zoo. Now, we have a membership, and we can go as often as we like. And because he loves the zoo so much, the membership's great, because we don't have to go and see everything in one day. We go and see a few things. Next time we see a few different things. We don't have to do it all in one day, because we can go back. And because with our membership, our parking is even cheaper. So because the membership's already paid, our parking's $9 instead of the $20, $18 or $20 it is for a full day. Come on, stick. It ends up being quite a cheap day out. And his grandmother came with us this time. She hasn't been to this zoo with us. And she loved it. He loved it. He loved showing his Bubba, come and look at this. Bubba, come and look at this. And just dragged her all round to all his favourite spots that he wanted to see. And, of course, we went to see some of the shows. So the two main shows that Taronga Zoo in Sydney do are the seal show, which this time they had a new seal. A little baby, well, it's not a baby, but it's much smaller than the seals that are normally in the show. So it was kind of nice to see a new seal. So we went to the seal show, and then we went to the bird show. And one of the things about Taronga Zoo is it has absolutely magnificent views of Sydney Harbour. So we go from one show to the other, see a couple of animals on the way, and then we had about 25 minutes to kill before the show started. But I know from last time we were there that when we managed to get in and see both shows, was that most the what would you call it, the area where the bird show is, the seating is in the shade, and it's winter here. So I knew if we got there early enough, we'd get a nice little spot in the sun. And it's 12 o'clock the show starts, so I always take some packed food, and we sit there and just have a little bit to eat and a bit of lunch before we keep going and seeing all the animals. So that was really nice. It's a great little spot to sit. You can see the harbour and all the ferries coming and going. You can see the Opera House and the harbour bridge. And it's just a really beautiful spot to sit and have something to eat while you wait for the show. So we saw the bird show, and then they have a donation box at the bird show that if you donate $5 or more, you get a badge. And of course, Mark is collecting the badges. So, and what was good this time round with the bird show, which we saw the first time him and I went on my own, but at the moment hubby's been able to come with us, was they had the condor. The big condor with his 3 meter wingspan. So he was there. So we got the condor badge, which he's rapt about because he just loves collecting his badges from the bird show. And of course, you know, we're making a donation to helping their work with the birds, so that's right, don't mind that. So that was nice. And then we went round and they've got the new Africa exhibition. It's got the zebras and the lions and the giraffes, and there's a baby giraffe. And then you come out and you see the chimpanzees, and they were really, really cute because they're just so cute. There's two babies there, and they were playing with their mum and climbing, and one of the babies would do something the mum didn't like, so the mum would slap the baby across the face. So we sat and watched them for quite some time. And what was really, really exciting, which is his favorite, he loves the reptile houses. So there's sort of two. There's one that has a lot of the frogs and the snakes, and then there's ones that has more of the lizards. Unfortunately, the frogs and the snakes are still closed, but the lizard one, that we found out they'd just opened up that weekend. So it had only been back open for a couple of days. They were very strict. You're only allowed 14 people in at a time. So they'd block it off. Your 14 people would go through, see it, and then they'd open it up again. But it was really nice that he was able to go back in and see, because he's been missing seeing his reptiles. He loves the reptiles. It's the first spot we can go. Unfortunately, they've got like a gondola, what's it called? Like those, starts with G. Gondolas? No. They're like cages on a wire that goes down a wire in the hill to the bottom and back up, and you've got a nice view over the top of the zoo. Unfortunately, during COVID time, that's all closed, but, you know, we've seen that a few times. It's just a shame his Bubba couldn't go on it with us, but I'm sure we'll be able to go back on it at one time or another. And unfortunately, he loves the platypuses and what he calls the dark house, which is all your nocturnal animals. So it has your owls and your field mice. No, they're not called field mice. They're a sort of mouse. They might be field mice. So we were talking to one of the volunteers there, and they said, yeah, unfortunately that's closed at the moment. But because it had to be closed due to COVID, the zoo has taken the opportunity, with it being closed to the public, to renovate. So that's going to be exciting when we manage to go back into, when they manage to open it back up. There's going to be a new exhibit for us to see. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, his Bubba, his grandmother was here and she stayed the night with us. Because then we went out shoe shopping today. She has a little bit of an obsession that we all have to have nice new shoes, and I'm not really phased. I don't argue anymore. She wanted to take me shoe shopping, so we went shoe shopping. Hubby was well and truly over it after about an hour because we couldn't find what he wanted. We couldn't find what I wanted because, you know, I'm always particular about what I want. Anyway, we end up getting some. His weren't in the size that they needed, but we were able to order on the website. Unfortunately, in a different colour, but it will make do for now until we can find the ones he wants. So that's sort of been my week. I've been making some pens. I help run a Facebook page that we do raffles kind of things on. So there's a few ladies on there that do diamond paintings. So when I get bored or just want a change of diamond painting or whatever I've been doing, I make up some pens and then I send them out to the ladies at Diamond Paint just because I can. I'm not interested in selling them, but I enjoy making them, and you can only have so many pens to use. So that's what. This is one of my first ones. I'm not overly keen. It's a bit plain, but anyway, that's just my spare one I use out here. But yeah, I've been playing with making pens. I finally got something in the mail I'd been waiting for, a storage thing, which will be coming up in the next couple of weeks, unboxing. So I got that in, and I just had to kit something up, even though I don't like having more than one on the go. I have, in saying that, I have nine. Let me just put that with 9 so I use it. I do have one kitted up inside, which is where I do most of my diamond painting, most of my stamping and card make. Well, all of my stamping, card making, and miniatures I do out in the garage, but my diamond painting I do inside at night. So I have one that I have kitted up to do my whip and chats with you guys, and then I have my one inside. I'm not one that can work on multiples. I think if I put them aside, like I'm really like, oh, I've kitted it up now, I just want to start it. But I know that if I start it, I'm going to put the other one to the side and I'm not going to finish it. In saying that, I try and mix it up a little bit. So if I've just completed a big one, then I will do a small one or a couple of small ones before I kit up my next big one, just because I like a little bit of variety. I've been getting a couple of the special ones in for smashing the specials. I got some key rings in the other day. I'm still waiting on more key rings that should have been here. I thought they'd arrived, but it was from somewhere else that I'd ordered other ones. It's been like 2.5 months. I'm getting impatient, and I'd really like to do them for smashing the specials, but we'll just have to wait and see if they show up. Everything is just so on the go slow with delivery at the moment. It's a little bit frustrating, but I thought I got something else from AliExpress the other day that I'd almost given up hope on, and it showed up, so I'm sure they'll show up eventually. I just have to be patient. So I don't mind, you know, if I take a break and do something like a couple of key rings, or what else, you know, something little like that, and then jump back on. But I don't tend to like kitting up big ones. Just, yeah. But the one I'm working on inside at the moment, the owl, it's from Dollar World, which is like a $2 shop in Warwick Farm in New South Wales. And I'm not overly keen on it. It's the same as this. Like, I really appreciate the birthday gift, but I'm just not, I like my squares. I'm not a huge fan around. I'll do them, but I'm not a huge fan. And the owl that I'm working on is round at the moment. So I need to get a little bit of motivation to finish it. I'm only about a third of the way through, but I'll get there. I did do my first attempt at my own blinging up of a canvas, putting my own ABs in, because I've done a few special projects lately. I've got some extra ABs and rhinestones in my stash, which I will be keeping to bling up things. And I've blinged it up. I looked at it as this owl, and it's got like a beaded necklace on. So I've blinged out the necklace, and I've blinged out the eyes. So I'm hoping it'll look good when I'm finished. We'll see how I've done blinging it out. I could probably bling out some of the feathers in it, but I think I'll just stick with the necklace and eyes for now. Just sort of matched up the colours and went with something similar to an AB, or what I thought would work well. So we'll see. We'll see how it comes out. Other than that, yeah, it's COVID. It's going slow, not going too many places. You know, like I said, the zoo was great because there's just not many people around. We don't eat there or anything. I take my own food, keeping all your social distancing, but it's mainly mums with other kids there. So yeah, I still kind of feel guilty, because then I think of all my family in Melbourne who can't go anywhere and can't do anything, and But like we went shoe shopping today and I'm like, whoa, this is the first time I've actually gone to the shops other than the supermarket in such a long time. So it was kind of nice to be out, but I was kind of looking over my shoulder the whole time and I just wanted to get in and out and be done with it. So didn't overly enjoy it, but we got what we wanted in the end. So it's not like we were going just to wander around the shops for the day. We were actually going with a purpose. So I figure that's all right. We all need new shoes, and with COVID, I'm finding we're probably actually getting out and walking a little bit more, as in, you know, I'm trying to go out. We live in such a beautiful area, Sydney, you know. Go and walk the fire trails and walk the bushwalks and get out in the open and the fresh air and experience it. And it's getting a little bit warmer too, which is nice. It's like 18 degrees today. I still have my jumper on. Not quite, you know, shorts and t-shirt yet, but it's been really, you know, the sun's warming up. I can definitely feel that the winter's starting to leave and the spring's starting to come on. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to a little bit warmer weather where I can open the house up and not have the heater running all the time. In saying that, it's still chilly overnight. It is very chilly. So been chatting for about half an hour. Was there a story I wanted? What did I tell you? What was the story I told last time? My horse riding, when I fell off and hurt my helmet. What's another experience I've had? Lost it. That's probably all I might chat with today, because I can't think of something off the top of my head, and then I'm just going to be rambling on. But I'm glad that I've made a start on this mandala one. It's going to look really cool. Oh, that was the other thing. If anyone's got any recommendations on portfolios to get to store your diamond paintings, I'm wanting to put all the ones I've done. At the moment, I have them hanging up on pant hangers, and I feel they're just going to get dusty and dirty, and I don't want to hang them all. I can't gift them all. I think I've completed something like 20 this year. It's a lot, but I really enjoy doing them. So I'm thinking I might just go to Officeworks and have a look at their art portfolios and just put them all in a portfolio so that they're nice and flat. And then if I decide something comes up and I'm like, oh, I did this one, I think this person would like it, then I can frame it and give it to them. If not, it'll just be a little bit of a collection of what I've completed and things I've liked. So the key rings that I've done, like I said, I've got more coming. They're going to be gifts for his preschool teachers this year. I think that's a nice little gift. Mind you, I love how a 4-year-old's mind works. He goes to me, Mummy, said, oh, he loves looking at all my projects I make. And I'm like, okay, do you want to see all the key rings that I made? He goes, yeah, but I already saw you made one and we only need one for my teachers. I'm like, but you've got more teachers than one. He goes, yeah, but only Heather has a lunch bag, so only she can put it on her lunch bag. I'm like, yeah, mate. Yeah, Heather might be the only one with a lunch bag, but we're going to give one to all the teachers. It's okay. So I've got to start making up cards for that. Start my Christmas cards up, because I don't want to get to Christmas and go, oh, I haven't done any Christmas cards and I need to make them all up at once. I do kind of work under pressure, but I'd kind of like to have them just done and dusted, and I don't have to think about it anymore, because Christmas is going to be around the corner. I've done all of Mark's shopping for Christmas. I've just got my two nieces I've got to finish buying, because one has a birthday just after Christmas. And hubby, I don't know when I'm going to get hubby. I'm a bit lost this year, because we've also got his birthday and our anniversary. and Father's Day coming up. So I've done Father's Day. I don't know what we're going to do for birthdays and anniversary and Christmas. It's all in one. I might have to take him somewhere, I think. We don't go out enough at the moment. So yeah, that's about all I've got for you today. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the Whip and Chat, and if there's any questions you have or anything you'd like to know, please leave a comment below and I'd love to answer. Obviously, as long as it's appropriate to answer. And yeah, if you like my videos, please think about giving me a thumbs up and subscribe, and keep your ear out when we get close to, a little bit closer to 50 subscribers on the channel. Then I will be doing a giveaway. So yeah, thank you for joining and happy dotting. We've done a little bit here. I might sit here and finish the pink off, and then we'll be ready for our next Whip and Chat. So I hope you all have a lovely afternoon, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.